Welcome to Scotland, land of lochs
And ducks.
and ducks. We also got ducks out here roaming around the Highlands, going to an Airbnb in the middle of nowhere. Gonna be a lot of fun, but we have to get there. So now we gotta drive a lot and see some pretty stuff along the way. Maybe fly the drone if we're lucky. I took the test and I passed. Let's go. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm driving on the wrong side of the road, and I have to keep telling myself over and over again, left side, because otherwise I'm not doing it right. Also, I think I'm in the bus lane now. We'll just get over it. It's fine. So the good news is that I'm in a BMW, and BMW drivers are notorious for being bad drivers that don't use their blinkers. So I'm honestly fitting right in, I think.
And now it's raining.
And now it's raining. It's terrifying. I don't know how to drive in Scotland. Coming up on a roundabout now, but it has stoplights. I don't know why it has stoplights. That's not the point of a roundabout, but we're figuring it out here. I do love that they'll just rent you a car. You're like, have you ever driven on the left side of the road? Which I have before, but it's been 4 years, 5 years. It's been 5 years. So then it's like, oh yeah, just start driving in Europe. Okay, I'm gonna try it. We'll see how I do. I haven't hit anyone yet, but we don't got roundabouts in Texas. Every once in a while, a small town in Texas will get an idea to put in a roundabout just to kind of be cute and kitschy, but there's no real reason to have a roundabout otherwise in Texas. It's very concerning and confusing. Also, everything's in kilometers. I don't speak kilometers, but we're figuring it out.
That said yards.
That's a yards?
It said yards.
I feel like that's a mistake. They wouldn't put yards there. They shouldn't do yards. Everything's in meters.
I think it was such a short distance that they couldn't put a kilometer because it would have been.
Well, they could just have meters.
Yeah, it could have been meters. Like, why didn't meters? That's
I
true.
don't understand. We gotta talk about it. Confused Texas boy drives in Scotland. That's a good YouTube title right there. Confused Texan visits Scotland for the first time. Oh shoot, I should have gone that way.
Just go with it. Just go. It'll reroute. It's fine.
I've gone the wrong way now. It's fine. I was just following this car. I was scared.
It's okay.
And now I'm like, wait a second. I know. The GPS is like, what have you done? I don't know what I've done. Right here by the water. A lot of nice bridges. Love a good bridge.
There's a stone wall.
It's probably from older than America right there, that wall. We're filming this in March. It's the end of winter almost, beginning of spring. We're coming up on it. So yeah, it's a mix of either like beautiful weather or completely horrible weather, which I think you could also just describe that as Scotland in general year round. So that's exciting. There's cars in miles per hour also. That's not helpful to me.
It's because you switched to the United States.
No, I said to the UK.
Oh, that is weird. Maybe they're deciding we can switch.
It still says 30 miles per hour. Do they use kilometers here though, right? They're not using miles per hour. You saw yards earlier. Wait, I'm so confused. I'm very confused.
That's the old.
Because it's part of the UK. The UK uses kilometers, and we're on this side of the road. I don't know. I thought I knew.
Every country is different.
I thought I knew.
To the dead out there. That look.
So we're driving here on about to turn onto B8046, which, as you, I'm sure, know, is one of the most famous roads in Scotland. It's the road that they took the covered wagons on when they were discovering Scotland for the first time, heading for...
Discovering it?
Yeah, when they were heading for gold in...
Who discovered it?
The Vikings. So now we're going to go up here, and we're driving into the Highlands, which I'm not sure if I should call it the Highlands or the Highlands. And I've said it multiple different ways to multiple different Scottish people, and they all just looked at me like I was saying it correctly. So I don't know if there are any rules for pronunciation, but we're going up to the less occupied parts of the country because they're prettier, and I want to fly my drone up there. So we're going to do it. As long as I don't hit one of these nice stone walls and damage my vehicle. The problem that I'm running into now is we're going through a lot of smaller towns that have much lower speed limits, but I'm in a BMW, and the BMW naturally wants to speed. That's how the car is designed. I'm not even pressing the accelerator, and it's just wanting to go fast. That was also a man, not an old lady, but that's okay. He had a full beard. Rachel says, "Don't hit that lady." I'm like, that is...
I only looked for a second.
This is a bearded woman. If not...
From far away, you couldn't tell.
This is Scotland. Maybe they do have nice bearded women here. But as I said, I'm in a BMW, so they saw me and they're like, "Oh no, this man will definitely hit us in his BMW." And then they got over. So we're doing things right? I think we're doing things right. Doing things very well. Oh, now we're in Old Phillipstown.
It doesn't look older.
And it's all old. You know, it's just a few hundred years older than some of the other parts here. No big deal. Okay. I got my blinker on.
What?
People are shocked. They've never seen a BMW with their blinker on. This is revolutionary. We're changing the entire concept of BMW drivers. Getting out of the big city now, finally out in the country. About to see our first Loch. I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. You got
You're spitting.
Is it Loch? Let's see it. Yeah. No prehistoric animals in this one that I'm aware of. But who knows? No guarantees. We're going to go and give it an inspection.
Could be unicorn.
I'm down to see a unicorn in the trees, definitely. The grass here is very fascinating. It's almost a moss texture.
Look at the bridge.
Gotta say, this road does not feel safe at all. Look at that. No railing. Thankfully, I'm driving a BMW, the ultimate driving machine made by Bavarian Motor Works. I'm extremely upset. Been driving for an hour and a half now, not seen a single Highland cow. No long-haired cows, long-haired ponies, yes. I was sold something. You know, I was sold on the promise of cattle with long hair, emo cattle. And I haven't been given it, and I'm pretty upset about it. Wanted to fly my drone out there, but it's currently raining a lot, a whole lot. So
It's pretty though.
I have an umbrella. We could use that. No. I think I might hop out and get a quick shot and hopefully not get rained on too much, but not with the drone, just with the camera. It's so cold and wet. Tried to step outside. It's very windy, so not going to do that now. Fun fact, they told me that last week there was a wedding at this place and one of those deer attacked a bride. Crazy. Want to fly the drone, but it keeps raining. There was a brief moment where it stopped raining for 15 minutes. It looked incredible, but I was sitting in a restaurant eating and I wasn't going to stop eating to go outside. So we're going to wait a little bit longer here, hoping it clears off. It's very, very pretty. Heading up to Glasgow right now. And it is incredibly beautiful. Wow. Welcome to the Three Sisters viewpoint outside of Glasgow. It's not raining. It's so exciting. That means I might actually get to fly my drone. How thrilling. It'll start raining literally any second. So we're going to see what we can do here. See if we can pop it up. Check things out. There's a few people in the parking lot, but it's all empty right out there. Not flying over anybody. I took my UK drone certification exam. Got a nearly perfect score. The issue that I ran into with that test, though, was that one of the questions was like, there are some people rambling out in the woods. Are you allowed to fly over them? And I was like, I don't know what that means. And so I had to Google it. And apparently it means hiking. Trying to be safe, trying to be responsible, trying to be a law-abiding drone.
Scottish guest.
Dronologist. While flying in Scotland. Pretty cool. So yeah. Let's see if we can pop this puppy up. That was just so nice. Oh, we did not expect the sun to be out. It's great. Do a little turn here. Ooh, that's great. Made it to Airbnb number 1, and look at this view. It's so good. Oh my gosh. So, sun setting, hoping to get a little bit of light. We'll see. There's also a giant deer right down here. In other words, you can see its butt. Very, very pretty. It's a little flat. I was hoping for a bit more sunlight to be coming in.
It could change.
It could change again in 30 seconds though. There's some nice light on the clouds, but I think that we missed the light on the valley. It was there 5 minutes ago, but we had to unpack from the car. So next time, it's okay. We still have tomorrow morning, which could look incredible. So we'll see. If not, we're going to Isle of Skye. So there's going to be a lot of pretty options. I had hopes to fly the drone this morning and get some better shots, but it was raining. Surprise, surprise, welcome to Scotland. But the good news is I got a fantastic time-lapse last night of the stars and the clouds, everything rolling overhead. It looked really, really pretty with the mountains. Just used my 24mm. I was hoping to have time to also do a secondary time-lapse with my 50mm, but unfortunately it was just a bit too rainy and cloudy at that point, so I missed it. But overall, very, very pleased with how that time-lapse turned out. And what's cool is that as it gets thicker clouds, you can still see all these satellites flying around and other space objects. It's super cool. So very, very excited with the time-lapse. We're now driving up to Loch Ness, the famous Loch Ness. Always wanted to see it. It's about 30 minutes up the road here, so we're going to check that out.
My dad would literally kill me if we didn't go.
Her dad would murder her if she did not get to look at Loch Ness. So we're going to go check out Loch Ness. And then after that, we are on to Isle of Skye. We've made it to Loch Ness. I don't see a single lizard though, but it's right there. It's very pretty. It's very large. Saw Loch Ness, didn't even stop because there wasn't really a good turn-up point, and there's a lot of trees alongside the shore. So it was not really a picturesque place to stop. Would have loved if the lighting was a bit better and not raining to be able to fly the drone, but it was just kind of flat, but it was cool to see. Now we are on to another loch, because there's always another loch, driving toward the Isle of Skye, which I'm very, very excited to see, even though the forecast is saying rain all day. So maybe we'll get to get out of the car a little bit and film some, but otherwise you'll just be watching me sit in the car a lot and talk. Look at those waves. The ocean was angry that day, my friends. I've just found one of the most interesting no drone signs that I've ever seen in my life. Check this out. I'm at this castle in Scotland. They're like, hey, you cannot operate your drone between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. So they only want you to film at golden hour? I'm not upset about this, really. That's actually good advice. I bet they're getting really good drone shots from this location. Also, next to it, there's a don't use this area as a toilet sign in 9 different languages. You think anybody's ever pooped and flown their drone at the same time? Let me know. Hey, Matt from the future here in Glasgow a few days later, and I have a bit of bad news. I did not copy all of the footage from one of my memory cards. I was doing this dual memory card recording thing, and then it switched to one memory card, and I thought the files were on it, but they weren't, so I lost about 50 video clips from the Isle of Skye. And we basically take a jump from looking at a castle right before we go onto the Isle of Skye to driving for many hours in the rain. Thankfully, we didn't actually get to see much because there was so much rain, but it was still very fun. And then we finally made it to Ness Point, which was absolutely gorgeous. The sun came out, it looked incredible. And I missed our initial reaction to that because it was deleted, but I do have me filming still out there a bit, and it was very fun. So I apologize. I'm more sad than you are here. I'm quite devastated, but we have to keep going. So please enjoy the rest of the vlog. There's another lookout point up over here that I saw some people standing on that I want to see. It's just very muddy and there's sheep poop everywhere. So, it's so windy. It's so windy up here. I took a tumble. I fell down on my butt next to some sheep, and I'm very muddy. So the jacket is a little muddy, and my pride's a little muddied. But here we are. This is part of the adventure. You have an adventure, you gotta be ready to get a little dirty. And I've definitely done that. So, at this point, you've been fun?
It's over.
I go find a place to
I'm over it.
clean myself. Look how nice this is now. There's literally blue skies behind us over here. And it's made all the nicer because we drove in pouring rain all day. But I'm like, oh, now it's nice as we're driving back. But also, we're driving back basically the same way that we came. So now we get to see it all not raining. So that's a win. Got two environments that we get to see, rain and not rain.
Rain was, I can see nothing.
So we saw nothing, and then we saw everything here.
I'm looking quite windy now.
Very windswept.
I'm so you need to see my facial reactions to the potholes.
Bumping. Look at that out there. Look at that.
It was so nice. Okay, so we're coming back from the Isle of Skye. We're still on Isle of Skye, going to our Airbnb, which is just not in Isle of Skye, back towards the Highlands. And we got a notification from our car that one of our tires is on low pressure. And so Matt's making sure it'll go flat, but it's really, really windy and crazy. So,
my goodness. The tire doesn't look bad.
okay,
Like,
that's good.
there's no gaping hole, no cracked rim, anything like that.
So we keep going
I'm gonna pull forward a foot, 2 feet.
and look at it again.
Yes. Because it could also have a hole or a nail
On the other side.
underneath it. So back out I go again. Now hold the door. Oh. Ah!
Pretty windy out there. And the car is showing some tire issues.
Okay. Current theory is that the tire hit a pothole and pushed some of the air out of it, which can happen if you hit a pothole hard enough. And there's been a lot of potholes on these roads. So that's my theory right now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna drive for a while
And look at it again.
with the tire pressure monitor open here. And if this drops anymore, then I will be concerned. We've been driving for about 10, 15 minutes now, and the car is still showing 1.8 bars of pressure on the back tire, which is leading me to think that it's either a very, very slow leak or a pothole bumped some of the air out of it and it's okay. So, gotta keep an eye on it here. I'm sure there's a service station somewhere. They'll have a air hose that I could refill it a bit with, but who knows? This is Scotland. Maybe they don't do that here, but they probably do. So we'll see. But we're still alive, which is good, and the car has not exploded and launched us into the loch, which could be fun, but it hasn't happened. So we'll see.
Cold.
Cold. It'd be cold.
This is the one that has Nessie in it.
Nope, Nessie ain't even there to save us. Somebody just used this thing and they already paid for it, so it's still good. And lets me put in the tire pressure we need, so we're refilling it. Ha 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 ha. Come on, baby. You can get there. In. Ha ha ha. Got some free air. Yeah, we're doing it.
Hey, Matt, what did you do?
we needed food for dinner, so there's a pizza place. We'll stop in and get pizza. And the smell coming from these pizza boxes is unlike the smell of any pizza that I have ever smelled before, because I got a weird pizza. Okay, I'm not usually a weird pizza guy. I'll go a little bit safer, like a Meat Lovers or something like that. But when in Scotland, I got the Over the Sea pizza, which comes with shrimp, anchovies, seaweed, capers. I asked Rachel, I said, "Do you think I'll like it?" She's like, "I think you'll love it." What have I done? I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic, but also scared. But authentic.
I don't know if I should have said that.
There's not even cheese on it. What kind of pizza?
There's no cheese on
No,
it?
there's no cheese on it. It's just seafood.
Sorry, Matt.
Okay, weirdest pizza that I have ever consumed. Let's see how the anchovies and seaweed. Okay, here we go. It's so fishy. Alright. Initial reaction. It's very intense flavor. It's very punchy in the mouth. Once it sits there a little bit and your brain starts to sort of accept, oh, this is what we're eating, it gets pretty good. But would I order it again? I don't know if I'd order it again. But am I going to eat it? Yeah, I'm still going to eat it. I wish there was some cheese on it. I just put some cheese on it. You know, it's already got fish. Who cares? Put some cheese on it too. This smells. My farts are going to be gnarly.
I think you liked your pizza.
I ate more of it than I thought I would. And after tasting your pizza, I actually liked mine more, even though it was weirder.
You don't like boring food.
I'm not a boring food guy. Yeah.
Usually.
I can appreciate a good margarita pizza, though. That's good.
Yours had mussels, shrimp, salmon, anchovies. What else?
Seaweed.
Seaweed and capers, but no cheese.
No cheese. It's healthy. It said there was a ton. Oh, up here somewhere. Oh, I see it. Oh boy, do I see it. Okay.
It's a little tunnel.
Still tight squeeze. Whew. Good morning. It's a very beautiful morning here at Airbnb number 2. Walked out of the little chalet here to this view, which is just incredible. You got a fountain, you got the Loch. I think that's the Loch. I think it is. And whenever we drove out here, fun fact, you have to drive along the other side of the water, all the way looping around. It's so pretty. But now we've made it and slept well. And so I was looking around this morning and I was thinking, okay, is there a spot where I can do a time lapse or something like that? Maybe fly the drone, but right now, as far as the drone goes, it still feels a little flat for that. And also there's a lot of dark clouds right here coming this direction. So I think we're gonna be getting rain sooner rather than later. So I don't know, I'm not really seeing any spots out here that I'm like, oh my gosh, that'd be such an amazing time lapse. And so there's sort of a rule that I have, like, don't try to force creativity. Don't try to force a moment to happen. Like, if you don't see something pretty there, then just don't film it. And that's okay. So I'm just accepting this is a very pretty place. If I see something later, then I'll film it. But otherwise, I'm not gonna stress about it. And I'm gonna have a nice breakfast, which I think I have a banana. We need more food. That's a good angle. Well, the tire has come back to bite us. Turns out it might actually have a leak. And it's a slow leak.
But we walked out this morning.
I walked out this morning completely flat. Just completely flat. So I went and told the Airbnb owner, and he's like, oh yeah, I've got a pump here. Here, just use this. So I've never used a foot pump like this, but we're making it work. And the tire is filling up. And so I have the goal here of getting it aired up enough to get us to the Glasgow airport where we're returning the car today in a few hours.
And just take it.
And the good news is too, the Airbnb owner's like, oh, just take this pump, it's fine. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, no, I've got other ones, don't worry about it. I was like, okay, thank you, kind sir. So if we have to stop again
Refill it.
every hour, I'm gonna get a really good leg workout. I've not been getting my leg workouts.
I could take a turn too.
It's really not that difficult. You've got strong, powerful thighs.
My thighs might be bigger than yours.
You're built for this, yeah, built for it. So just gonna get this thing looking like the other tires, because it's not like we have a pressure gauge. Still pretty squishy here, but this thing is kind of giving out. So I think we might be about at the max pressure that we have. And so we're bringing the board, we're bringing the inflator, gotta load up the car, get out of here, and hopefully make it. We'll let you know. Well, here we go. This thing says it has run flat tires. We're really going to be testing that today, I think. We're gonna just see here. The car is warning me, tire pressure low, stop immediately, blah, 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 blah. But we don't really have that option. I have to drive 184 miles to Glasgow airport. Like, it feels a little mushy back there. I can actually feel like, ooh, the car's not responding as well as it did before. But we're gonna go over here to the gas station and see if they have a pump there. I need to buy gas anyways. And if not, there's another mechanic. Of course today's Sunday also, so everything's closed. But
And of course they had a repair kit, but it's not there.
Yes. Okay, but in good news, the tire is now saying it has higher pressure. So it's nowhere near the 2 bar that it needs, but it went from 0.1 to 0.7 bar. So I'm basically just gonna drive, keeping an eye on that. And if I have to limp this thing at 30 miles per hour back, then I will. Calm down, leave me alone, BMW. It's like contact roadside assistance, don't drive. Well, I am driving, okay? Because what will go anywhere? A rental car. What doesn't need tires? A rental car. We're free, we're liberated.
We're at the cutest little gas station I've ever seen.
With the petrol.
Cutest little gas station that ever was.
A pain to fill up the car, just because the gas kept stopping, but I think we're mostly full now, and the tire looks the same. So I do think that's a very slow leak. Smell like gasoline. I love the smell of gasoline.
Gross.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, dramatically better weather today. I actually see the sun. I see some light. I'm seeing a lot of layers and a lot of different light dapplings along the sides of the mountains, and it looks incredible. This is what I wanted yesterday, but it was still a fun time, so that's okay. We're doing good. It's looking really good, and I have ideas like, oh, I could stop there. That looks so good, but then I know that by the time I stop the car, the weather will completely change, and it won't look the same. I really need like a car-mounted gimbal setup, just pointing out there.
It looks pretty clear.
Yeah. Do one of those little, they have the little Osmos, and you can put it on a car mount, and it'll just fill out there. That way I get the shots that I want from the car without actually having to get out of the car. That's a win. But at least the car right now is still saying that it has the same amount of tire pressure as it did whenever we left, which is still quite low, but we're almost to a gas station up here where I should be able to purchase a refill. Hopefully. If not, then we'll go to the next one. And the next one, and the next one. We just pulled up to the gas station. Look at this. Look, it's right here. Tire inflator. We're doing it.
Please put authorizing.
Authorizing. It's at 2.3 bar is what is recommended. So here we go. Normally it's like, oh, there's a big screw or something like that. It could be on the inside of the tire. It's a pretty wide tire, and I'm just unable to see it.
Getting a nice butt shot right now.
You like that? Is where
The butt is actually showing though.
body of a plumber built for it.
Here's a tire.
Look at that, 2.4 bar. That is the recommended amount. The other tire is a little low now, but that's just because it hasn't been fully filled up, but it's not leaking, so we're doing good. Hopefully it's gonna hold that air pressure until we make it back to the airport. If not, I'm sure there's more gas stations with more places for us to keep limping it along. But we're doing it. We are doing it. Now I gotta get out of here without hitting anyone. Like this car here. Ah!
I really have to
Where you
go.
going?
I have to poop! Look, I got my own toilet paper. Just in case.
Half a roll. She's like, I'm taking this with us in case something happens in the mountains. There she goes. I've chosen the nicest establishment that I could. It's got a little decoration there. Thumbs up. There she goes.
It's good there's no soap, so I'm sanitizing and drying.
Made up to Glengarry Viewpoint West. That's what Google Maps says anyways. Look at that. That's nice though. That's real nice. Got a little bit of sun. Got some clouds. It's not raining. This is so pleasant. You can see the trees are starting to bud. It's just the beginning of spring. Good time to visit as long as you're okay with it possibly raining half the time of year. The struggle with Scotland is that all of these different factors have to align to be able to film something properly. It has to, in this case, there was a beautiful view like this valley. The sun was out. It wasn't raining. I was like, this would be such a good drone shot flying the valley, but there was no parking area. I could not find a single turnout anywhere on the road to stop to be able to launch the drone, which is a bummer because that was the one factor keeping me from it. Like, there was no rain, which is a rarity. The sun was out and looking good, also a rarity. The lighting was really good. It just missed one thing. Like, location was perfect, just couldn't park. So sometimes you miss it. You just enjoy it in your brain and you think about that nice shot you would have had, and that's okay. And you keep on driving. But I'm hopeful that something will line up here. And if not, it's no big deal. But I'm hopeful that maybe we'll get something. So all you can do is just keep driving. And if I had one piece of advice for Scotland, spend multiple days in the Highlands because the weather is so quickly changing and unpredictable that you really do need time to let those factors line up properly.
Well, we went to a grocery store that did not have prepared food.
The thinking here is Scotland is really known for its hamburgers. And so if you're going to go to Scotland, you got to go to where the best hamburgers are. And where are those? So glad you asked. Perhaps I need the 5-pound meal deal.
Veggie dippers.
The finest dining in all of Scotland. I mean, could go on. Plus it came with a toy.
The adult meals came with a toy.
I need an adult toy. All right.
That's an option.
Very exciting.
Who is Arnold Clark? Because
Is it someone running for office?
that yellow sign on the car
It says Arnold Clark.
says
Who's Arnold Clark?
They're on a lot of the car, not all of them.
Who's Arnold Clark? We don't know. We're trying to figure it out. It's right here, the taste of Scotland, right here. Oh, Scotland. Look, I know what I'm getting whenever I eat McDonald's. I'm not surprised by it. So when I say that the food in Scotland doesn't taste as processed, not as salty, not as like punch you in the face with fat.
With McDonald's, that's a bad thing.
Yeah, like you usually want it. And so I was a little like, oh.
People say that McDonald's or fast food that's American in other countries is better. But I would argue that McDonald's experience was worse. The Coke wasn't as fizzy and it didn't have as much ice. The French fries actually tasted like potato, which potato doesn't taste good without enough salt on it. My fish fillet, which I like a fish fillet, the tartar sauce was good and very pickly, which I think is very normal for this part of the country, the world. But the bread was too mushy. Why was the bread mushy?
I just can't feel my heart stopping like I do whenever I have it in America. If I have it in America, I really feel like my health is faltering. But here I'm like, oh, okay, well, that wasn't that crazy of a meal.
Yeah. It wasn't even weird stuff. Like, they didn't have anything crazy on the menu that I was like, oh, that is so strange. I should get this. We both got, like, normal things.
In Rachel's defense, she did not get the cheesy garlic bread, which she
I really meant to. What are we doing now?
Driving on a new route back to Glasgow, so we could go through Glencoe, but instead we're going to say, nope, we're going along the coast, and hopefully our tire will not run out of air while we're out in the middle of nowhere. Another drive, another castle. Looks beautiful from the road, but there's literally zero parking. Like, there is a road going toward the castle, but there's signs everywhere, every 10 feet, like, do not park here, do not park here. And I'm logistically thinking, I'm not parking. I'm going to be sitting outside the car, flying my drone while Rachel sits inside the car. So are you really parked? It's more just like the car is, it's not parked. The car can still be in drive. She can just have her foot on the brake. So it's not parking. That's my argument. That way you can see this gorgeous little castle over here. Looks amazing, but it seems to be very difficult to find any spot to park and fly. So quite the struggle, Haven't figured it out yet. All these signs, no stopping. These people do not want you to fly your drone here, which is concerning. No parking, no turning. No fun is more like it. Also, this BMW, which I assume is a relatively new car, does not have a backup camera. They're like, no, we don't got that. Like, what car doesn't have a backup camera? It's 2025. Just a man with a drone.
Like, that one says you can't even turn around here. That's what this says.
Don't you do it.
No turning around.
No fun. No fun at all.
Too far away?
You're never too far away.
It's pretty safe here.
Yeah, I'm feeling safe.
They're on my side. They didn't
Flying
hit
this
me
drone, dang it. There's not a sign saying don't park here.
It doesn't say.
Matter of principle now. Matter of principle.
This is Matt's revolution.
I don't get revolutionary about many things, but trying to control the air, the sky, this is God's sky. You're on the sky. Took my drone test here. $11.
You've not gotten your money's worth.
Here's the plan. We fly up. Castle's right over there. We avoid the sheep because we do not want to interrupt anything and get tased by a local. Do they have tasers here? Not there's really a taser type of place.
They just have the thing they hit you.
They're gonna hit me?
None of those like old British, like,
Oh, they're gonna hit me.
you know, like a little baton.
Yeah, maybe they'll baton me. Let's do this thing, shall we? Here we go. No locals over there.
Peek over.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Well, this looks gorgeous already. My goodness. You got the castle, you got the trees. Pretty darn incredible out here. I wish the castle's in a bit of shadow right now, but I can't do anything about that, you know? Looked very cool, got the shot I wanted. I wish I could have filmed the other direction, but that was way too far away to fly the drone, in my opinion. So instead, I opted for a closer shot. And now we got to bring her into land without hitting any of these pet lighting poles. No big deal. No pressure. There we go. Come on over here. Sweet pea. Rachel and I were just talking about how cool it is that, I think it was 6 months ago or something like that, I got a random message from these guys that run the That Wedding Videographer podcast, and they're like, hey, we're gonna put together a summit in Scotland. Do you wanna come? And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. And now here I am 6 months later driving around Scotland, getting to see a lot of stuff, and then talk at this conference in a couple days. So pretty cool, pretty fun. They love their single lanes in Scotland. They were like, no, we're not gonna build 2-lane bridges, 1 lane only. Okay. Just cut off a BMW while backing out. And what's more BMW than cutting off a BMW in a BMW?
There's more over there.
More what over there? More air? I think we're okay.
Okay, it's right there and there's nobody there in front.
Yeah, you're right. We probably should. Don't you
I'm
think?
just saying.
It does appear to be turned on and operational. Interestingly, it does not have a credit card reader, but I have good news because what do I have here that I found on the ground yesterday? One of His Majesty's finest coins
People are taking care of us.
that will allow me to make a purchase. I have to have $1.50. I'll have $1. So sad. I was hopeful. took my pound. Took my pound that I found on the ground for free. They have an Arnold Clark sign as well. Who is this Arnold Clark? Obviously a famous person. Perhaps a doctor, physician.
That's what happened. It took our dollar.
Took my sterling British pound
With the queen on it.
with the Queen. Did not give me any change. It did not operate because it needed $1.50. And I was hoping that it might just already have a bit in there, but it did not. So
I went over to the other one. Same thing.
no card accepted. We're hovering right at like probably 20, no, probably about 30 PSI. Instead of 35 PSI, which is still very drivable. And we have like an hour and 15 minutes to go to get to the airport. So I'm just gonna risk it. You know, we're just sending it. We're going out with a bang. Hopefully not a bang of the tire exploding. And we're just gonna go on to the airport and drop off this rental car. We're not leaving. We're just dropping off the rental car there because that was the easiest place to do it. So we're gonna do that soon.
Yeah, we have 3 more nights in
Glasgow.
and then we have a night in Frankfurt, and then we're going home.
There we go. Doing it. So hopefully we'll make it. Let's see. Our tire pressure keeps dropping slowly, but it's still dropping. One last air fuel up here because this one actually takes cards. So I am not gonna have to make a donation to this one like I did the last time. Don't mess with my hose. We're gonna get out of here. Filling this thing up. Got the car filled up with gas. Great, reliable BMW. Blinkers never worked the whole time I was driving. They just wouldn't turn on. We have made it to Glasgow, slept, and now we're here. Look at this nice little square here, looking really cool. Gonna roam around here today, get a meat pie probably, and then That Wedding Videographer Summit starts tonight. Well, like the initial meetup starts tonight, so we're going to be attending that. But for now, I think there's a lot of murals here in town. There's like a mural walk you can do. A lot of fun stuff. So we're going to roam around Glasgow and see what we can see. We're debating if I should buy a kilt for my presentation or not. Because I got to talk, and like, I like the thought of having some tearaway pants that reveal a kilt underneath. That could be very exciting and inappropriate. But also, where am I going to get tearaway pants? I should have thought about this way ahead of time. But then on top of that, the other issue is that it's also Scotland. Like, they're used to seeing a kilt. So we need to have something blasphemous. There needs to be some shock factor, like a kilt made of American flags. But then suddenly I'm running into the issue of I'd have to make that myself because they're not going to sell that here. And so I was thinking, well, maybe I hire somebody to play the bagpipes when they show up at my talk and start singing. But the issue that you run into then is that
They hear that all the time.
They hear that all the time. It's not new, it's not novel. So I really have to find like an Elvis impersonator or something to come and perform. So that way it's like, ooh, American, yeah. I don't know. It's tough. You know what they say when you're in Scotland and you want a snack, you gotta go to the best place for snacks. Right there. TGI Fridays. Thank God it's Friday. We're eating good. Where are we going now, Rachel?
I don't know. Conference. Something. Matt's gonna talk.
We have to go to the summit now to talk. But there's a very nice couch here in the hotel lobby that I'm lounging in right now. It's very nice, very pleasant. Look at this here, though. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, right there. Made it to St. Luke's and the Wing Docks, which is actually a church, St. Luke's, and there's a Wing Docks mural outside. So it's accurate, very accurate. And presentation starting soon. I don't go to the last, okay? I got it easier. I just get to hang out last. But it's pretty nice in here. They got the hazer going. It's pretty good. Wait a second. I was told I have to have a scone, a tatty scone. So it's a Lorne sausage, like a rectangular sausage with a potato layer, like a cake.
Like a tortilla.
Almost like a tortilla, but like made of potato. And it's really chewy. It's quite good. So did that, slather it with some ketchup and brown sauce. Very edible. Breakfast of champions right here is what you eat.
You mean your second breakfast?
Second breakfast. I already had one first breakfast today. It's important to eat constantly throughout
That
the
should
day.
be your count, his bite count of the day.
They do have a bar right here as well, which is very impressive. Very cool. Very fun. It's a really cool venue. It's really like an old church. They're like, we'll make it a concert venue now.
thank you so much to each and every one of you who's made it here today.
I'm going to get back to you. There we go.
There we go.
This?
There we go.
Is that you?
There we go. There we go.
Look at my name.
Look at this. There we go.
Because I am
Right there.
a fellow Johnson.
You have to hand
You
it
want to
off
take
your
this?
fellow Johnson.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. We'll go right here, right here, right here. We back up. Keep backing up here. Keep backing up here. Here he is. He's right over here. He's not paying attention right now. He's looking away. He's looking away. But there he is. Wait for him.
Whoa.
Well, oh!
What happened?
Oh, what's that? Who's that? Oh my
you doing,
goodness.
buddy?
Hello.
My
Hello.
new team member. Look,
Yes,
come
new
flew
team
over.
member. You have to be a certain height, but he's made a
Come down to your end.
so exciting.
Yeah, it's glad to have you here, man. Welcome.
Yeah, so glad. Mr. Fire and Ice himself.
in
If you
the
don't know who
flesh.
that is, he's here with his whole. He brought all 16 of his team members. Not quite. That'd be half the conference. My goodness. Almost.
Go speak to the Prada glasses guy
exactly.
there, look.
He's got the look here. Look at this. Have you seen this mustache? Look
Oh,
at
I
that.
was so
It's
excited for Matt to join
good.
our team.
Wow, so
so happy.
excited.
It's been a
Gonna
while.
move to the UK and start filming fun weddings here. Look at this. They got the styled shoot going on. They got the couple looking like a princess. Very, very nice. And I got to talk next here, so pressure's on. Pressure's
Hey,
on,
Matt.
Jimmy.
Hey Matt.
Pressure's on. Here we are.
You got this. You got
Ah! And over here, this is dangerous because I have a Sony camera, but they have Lumix over here, aka Panasonic, and they're showing off all their cameras and attempting to get people to convert right on the spot, right? Yes, right on the spot.
That's
Get them
right,
to convert.
yes, that's right.
Yes.
I'm already a Lumix man anyway.
Already a
so all good,
Lumix man? Wow.
But this man here,
they
you
do
can bet
exist.
he's a contact Zeiss that I have in my arsenal just now.
We have a true giant in the wedding filmmaking with big beard energy about to come on stage. Matt Johnson is the go-to educator on YouTube for camera settings, BTS content and camera reviews. And today he's going to be teaching us how wedding filmmakers can make the most out of YouTube. Let's give it up for Matt.
How wedding filmmakers can use YouTube to get more views. Yeah, I knew it. Okay, I was looking like Greg was talking, and I'm like, go interface. People are more used to YouTube. They understand it. They know how to operate it. I love you all, by the way. You're all great. Thank you. I've been offered this like 6 times by people, and I'm like, I can't do it yet. I have to wait for the moment.
This is your hangover cure, so tomorrow morning you should take
Oh, it's fizzy. Stand
Should we
back.
have it like a champagne?
No,
Crowd?
everything will get really, really sticky. So
Perfect.
there you go.
Oh, there's the old and unimproved version too.
Yeah, all the sugar.
All right, am I just full on?
If you can get through that, I swear to God.
No, don't do it
Here
all.
we go. All right.
Don't do it all. You'd be working for hours. Yeah. What do you think?
I need more. Oh, it's so carbonated.
Guys, give Matt a round of applause.
Well, Scotland, it's been fun. I'm at the airport now and about to fly to Frankfurt, Germany, and then connect back to Texas. So this has been so fun. Absolutely loved adventuring through Scotland. Loved the That Wedding Videographer podcast summit. And yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed coming along with me on this trip as well. Hope to come back to Scotland again very soon. Let me know what you think about this. Did you enjoy this? Do you want to see more of this? Leave me a comment, let me know. Please like this video and subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Have a great day.